What is going on, guys? It's Bunny Muffins. Today I have a new video for Dragonsoul composition. So obviously Dragonsoul, it's not a new composition. People have been playing it forever. However, it is not favored by players, at least not in North America, but it is heavily favored in Europe. We're gonna find out why. People call it like the Euro tech, and yeah, that's pretty much how it got popular. The people who have played it in Worlds were European players, and it's just their tech. I don't know, they just really like it, and we're gonna go over like how to play it, what goes into it, and what items you need and all that. So right off the bat, what you want in this composition is a balance of items, which makes it slightly better than the mage or the slayer composition. So in NA, people go like 7 mages, people go like 6 slayers, or like 3 slayers with like Samira carry, and that is good. It is a good build. But if you ever get a mix of both AP and AD items, what do you do? Or what happens if you get like a Dragonsoul chosen, like Dragonsoul, Asol, or Olaf when you roll down on level 8? Well, go for the 6 Dragonsoul composition. We're gonna get into how to do that right now. Right now my start is kind of weird. We have a Negatron, a crit, and a bow. So we could build Last Whisper, we could build Runons, we could also build QSS, but none of those items are really that necessary, and it kind of locks us into a comp that we might not necessarily want to play in the very beginning of the game, so we're going to hold off on building stuff right now. So we're able to win this fight here. That's pretty nice. That means we could potentially try to go for a win streak. We have the classic 3 cultists, 2 keeper start. Even without a chosen, it is strong enough. We're going to pick up some new units here. I end up getting a Callista on 2-3, so I'm automatically going to swap that in. I'm going to build some sort of like QSS on her and then put the bow on her. You could build Runons as well. Runons probably is the better play now that I think about it, but you guys know me. I like playing Kale a lot, so Callista is the best item holder for Kale, so I'm just going to build Kale items for now and see what happens later. But I think the better play if you want to keep win streaking is to build the Runons. If I was more flexible, I'd probably do that, but unfortunately I'm not, because it takes a lot more, like, you have to be like really good at the game to play flex very effectively. So I kind of like to decide my comp sometime during stage 2 or early stage 3 at the latest. So it's at this point, I see the Callista, I have the cultist keeper start. Let me go for some Kale, go for like 6 cultists in the mid game or 4 keeper in the mid game, and then slowly transition at 5-1 into the Kale comp. That's what's going through my mind, at least when I'm playing this. I do a pre-level so I could get more expensive units, maybe a better chosen. Whenever you don't have a chosen yet, you should always be pre-leveling. Sorry, not always. If you're trying to win and you don't have a chosen, you should pre-level, because then you get a chance to get like a 3-cost chosen and completely dominate from there. So that's why I go ahead and do that. On this carousel, we want either like a rod or like another bow would be good, but none of that here. So crit is also taken. I'll just take the Negatron. I think at this point I should probably just play the Runons and try to do some sort of Runons and QSS build. It could just be cultists again as well. I could just play like 9 cultists. That's very possible too, because that is a pretty strong composition. So always keep your options open in terms of that type of stuff. But Runons, it fits in other builds as well. I've even seen like Runons with Kale, but not with a QSS. You do like RFC, Rageblade, and Runons. It's not ideal, but like it's kind of like the best of a bad situation. But with the QSS already, if I build Kale, it's like impossible now, so that's probably not what I'm going for. So maybe I do like QSS on Tryndamere, Runons on Olaf, and some sort of Slayer comp. But again, we'll have to wait and see what we get in our roll downs, because you can't always get what you want. You know, it's kind of like the song. But right now, our board is super strong because we have both a damage and a defensive item on our Callista. So I feel like we're just going to streak a long time right now. Yeah, no match. Nice. We picked up a Kennen in the last shop. We just replaced one of our keepers. Kennen's a great unit early because he gets a ninja buff. And I play the extra Elise because I get an extra cultist star for my Galio, so it makes him slightly stronger. You could play Rakan instead. That works too, but like Elise gives both the keeper and a cultist, so that's why I opt to play her over like Pyke, even though Pyke's a better unit. Like, the more shields, the better. And are we able to kill this Diana? I think we should, because Callista is pretty good at that. So yeah, sell the Rakans, get to 20, and see what happens there. So this is a very interesting chosen. If I was playing more flexibly, you would take it, but I'm not. I'm forcing, so I'm not taking it. All right, so we get a rod and another rod. Okay, so it's a little awkward. See what I mean? You're building sort of like Slayer items with QSS and Runons, but then you just get a lot of rods. What comp can you play after that? It's really only the Dragonsoul composition. Like, you can't really do too much of other things. I guess you could go Cultist from the spot as well. I could just hat Callista and go from there, but we don't have Chosen Cultist. We don't have like 2-star Callista yet, so I don't know if I want to commit to that right away. I might just build it because I could go like flex either Dragonsoul or a Cultist, but yeah, I guess it's not too bad. Let's just go ahead and build that because Jeweled Gauntlet is the best item on Asol. Apart from Guardian Angel, it's the best damage item, and building hat, it's kind of like, it's still decent on Asol, but just not exactly what you want. But, you know, as I said before, you can't always get what you want. So I guess we could just build the hat, try to win streak because we are at 100 life. So that does change my decision making as well. Always pay attention to your streak because if you are streaking, you want to be slamming items as much as possible to try to keep your streak. But doesn't look like we're going to win this one. I think we got blinded a few too many times. And yeah, that is really, really unfortunate because like we're slamming items, we're trying to do everything we can, but we just didn't get the Chosen that we wanted. And again, that's why it's a little greedy to skip that Janna Chosen, because if I just play her naked, it's going to be doing pretty well because it's just a 2-star Janna. 2-star Janna is one of the better units in the game at 2 costs, but we get a Yasuo here. I'm going to play him for, what's it called? Duelist for my Callista. I probably should have played the Fiora now that I think about it. Okay, I did realize during the game because I could put her next to my Keeper. And Fiora is a better unit than Yasuo because she has a stun. Whereas Yasuo, he kind of just auto-attacks. It's I mean, it's kind of a waste. I don't really like to do that, you know? What is this guy playing? He's playing Keeper Kennen. He's missing a Chain Vest for Guardian Angel on Kennen, so that's going to be pretty scary. Luckily for us, we have a QSS. So any Aatrox pulls, it's going to be noped because QSS makes it so you can't get crowd controlled for the first 15 seconds of the game. Or 10 seconds, I forgot if they changed it. It's just really good. You just build it against Sejuani and Aatrox, and they don't do anything anymore. Man, these Chosens are really awkward. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe I'm just trying to do Cultist this game because, I mean, if we get Chosen Callista, we could get 3-star Callista potentially, and when we roll down on 7, there's actually a really high chance for that to happen. So we won the last game. We're on Carousel now. Do we have a choice of what we get? We get the 4-cost belt. We have a glove on our bench, but Chain Vest, it really doesn't do too much if I'm going for Cultist. If I'm going for Asol, Chain Vest is obviously very necessary to go for the, what's that item called? Guardian Angel. But belt can build Zeeks for us in case we get a bunch of swords, and I think we'll just leave it at that for now. All right, this guy's playing 4 Assassin, it looks like, with the Last Whisper Akali. That's interesting. I haven't quite seen that before. Our Kennen died before he really got a lot of stuff off, so that's really unlucky because if he went off, I think we win this game. But okay, we got destroyed here. Holy cow. Alright, so in the shop here, we just picked up another Kennen. Not too much else there. It's kind of just AFK right now. We got a win going into the neutral round. Oh man, this Darius is very interesting. So I think looking back at the game, I should take this Darius because I could buy Pyke and Darius, have 2 Slayer in, or sorry, I already have Pyke in, but I could have like 3 Slayer in, sell the Callista, put Hat on Darius, and he will carry me through stage 4 with like a little bunch of tanks that I have in front. There's also a Zed there. Do I have 6 Slayers actually, since Tryndamere on my board too? But yeah, I should take this Darius here. It's a big mistake. Don't do this in your game. We get a Mage Spat here, so things change up a little bit from that end. We also have Hand of Justice if we want it, but yeah, taking that Darius I definitely should have, even if I plan to roll down at this point in the game for like some sort of crazy Cultist board. Just because I had good items for him, and I just didn't realize at this point in time that Darius is actually a pretty good mid game. But right now we're rolling down. I see an Olaf right there. I'm going to pick him up. We see a Brawler, or sorry, we see a Dragonsoul Shyvana, so whenever you see a Chosen Shyvana in stage 4, or like early stage 4, always take it if you have any sort of attack damage items because she will carry you. So I'm going to sell her, drop the QSS on her, drop the Runons on her, and go from there. I don't know who gets hat. Maybe Kennen because I'm going to be selling him. I could also QSS Kennen because I don't know who that belongs on later. Maybe Swain for the QSS. That's going to be pretty good. But, all right, looking at this fight here, like Shyvana with the Runons, like she's obviously going to be destroying stuff. Like any 3-cost Chosen that you should never pass in stage 4 is Sivir, probably Kennen, Shyvana, Callista, and there's one other one that I can't think of right now. But essentially, all those guys I mentioned, if you have half-decent items for them, you got to take them if you get them Chosen and just transition your comp as you continue your roll downs, because It's going to save you a lot of gold if you just take those Chosens in stage 4 and then go for your main comp or endgame comp in stage 5 instead. Because a common mistake I've been doing, and as soon as I changed this, I like climbed turbo hard. The only change I made was on stage 4, don't go for endgame comps. Keep going for mid-game comps. Before, I was trying to go for mid-game comps on stage 3 and then go for late-game comp on stage 4. Big mistake, big no-no there. So that's what I fixed, and I climbed like 300 LP so far. I went from like 350 LP to around 650 right now. Hopefully I keep climbing more because I'm going to be playing more tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Challenger's at like 790, so I do hope to hit that by the end of the season. This is like my first time playing every day for like 2 weeks straight in like a very long time. I think in like over a year. I haven't done this since like set 1 or set 2. So I do want to try to climb at the end of the set. So hopefully we can hit Challenger. I'll keep you guys updated. I have a bunch of games that like are really cool that I want to show you guys, but I think I could hit it like maybe after this weekend, because after this weekend I want to focus on set 5 PBE stuff. So definitely look out for that. So if you guys are new, go ahead, like and subscribe below. And yeah, because yeah, once set 5 comes out, I will be releasing so much more content. It's like not even funny. So yeah, just hit the buttons right below the video. This Shyvana, is she gonna carry this fight? Mage Shyvana is so cool because it just perfectly transitions into Mage Swain, and like, holy cow, she just does so much damage. Like, the game was looking bleak. I think we had a 3v5 and she just completely turned it around. Oh, look at this guy's fortune payout, 3. I think he got that off a 10 streak. Alright, so we ended up getting a belt off a carousel. I could build like a shroud with that because I already have my items or my carries itemized. We could also greed for a guardian angel for Olaf. I think right now we kind of just chill, go to level 8 because we could stay above 30 gold. That's one of my rules. I'm going to come out with like a tips and tricks video once the new set comes out, and I'll probably add that as one of the tricks of like, spoiler alert, I guess. But yeah, it's very useful. Whenever you can level up and keep 30 gold, you generally should do it, unless you like really know what you're doing. Uh-oh, we're facing the fortune guy now. He's level 7, so maybe I have a chance. Actually, is he running 6 fortune? That's pretty greedy, but like, I can see why he's doing it because it's pretty fun to do. Okay, we actually gave him a win. Holy cow. He's gonna get a lot from that, I'm guessing. So we get an Ornn there, we get a Sejuani. Those are pretty good units. I think we could get away with playing an Ornn right now because we kind of have like random units that we're playing, like the Vladimir. So yeah, just drop Ornn in. We still have Cultists from the TF, Aatrox, and the Pike, so I think we're still chilling. I sell the Vhagar. If I want mages, I'll pick up this Lulu. Actually, no, I don't even need mages because I have mage spat. So if I have Asol, Brand, plus the mage spat on hopefully Swain, we will have 3 mages. I don't think we need 5 because we have the rune on, so we definitely want to be playing 6 Dragonsoul. All right, we get a Swain here. That is huge. I'm just going to sell the Shyvana because I do plan on doing a roll down right after this. So just drop her out, sell her, get a new Chosen. Hopefully we get Asol or Olaf Chosen. It's actually like a pretty high chance to get one of those on level 8. Because we could use any of their Chosen. We could use Slayer Chosen, we could use Dragonsoul Chosen, we could use Mage Chosen. All of them work out really, really well. And if we happen to get a new Shyvana, Dragonsoul Chosen, like we could take that too. Like we could just get her right back, worst case scenario. So there are a lot of different outs that we have here. And all right, what items do we get? Ooh, this is making me a little dizzy. There's a Guardian Angel if we get Asol, and a Hand of Justice or Spell Crit. Both of those are going to be really good. Okay, there's a new Shyvana. But we need to find a new Chosen, so we're going to roll down a little bit. There's another Ornn, some Vanguards there. Vanguards are pretty good just to play randomly. I could take this Siphoner and play Force Siphoner, but I skipped that there. Maybe if I was more flexible, I would have been able to play that, but I'm not well versed in playing flexibly. So there's the Ornn too. That's pretty useful because we have a lot of health, and unlucky, no sorts of good Chosens for us there. So that's actually a little awkward. I think we could GA Olaf and probably Quicksilver the Swain, and maybe I think Hand of Justice Olaf or Rageblade Olaf. Probably Rageblade. Oh wait, we have a belt. We gotta do these. We gotta do these items later. I'm way too confused right now. I sell 2 Samiras. I think that's a mistake. I think I could have played Samira this game because I could have transitioned into something else. But it really just depends on what Chosen we hit. Hopefully we roll down 20 gold again. So we were only able to roll down like 30 gold last round. which isn't good because you need to be able to roll down 50 whenever you're doing big transitions. And that's why sometimes rolling on the PvE round or in the neutral round is really useful. But let's go right back to the drawing board. Let's roll down here. Warlord's not going to cut it, you know. Okay, there's Aatrox too. I guess we just cop that. New Shyvana. Get a Death's Defiance. That's probably pretty good on Swain or Olaf. Both work. Nothing here. Okay, and there's the Mage Asol. So now we want to play 5 mages because we have Mage chosen, so I'm going to sell that. I need to sell someone else, and I am just... I am taking way too long to buy this. So if you guys are watching this and you're like wanting to climb and you're like, do I need mechanics to climb? You don't need them, but they sure do help because I just have 20 more life every single game because I wouldn't take like like so much free damage from these sorts of losses. Holy cow, that actually hurts so much. Actually, this Olaf is kind of cleaning up a little bit. Maybe he kills the Yuumi. Nope, not enough. All right. So we lost like 10 plus life right there for free. We get the Asol now. We have the Braum there. I want to get this. Yeah, I think just sell this Olaf, buy this Braum, put the Asol in, put the Braum in, put the Lulu in, and I think take out Slayers because we're not running Olaf carry, so we really don't need him. I think we build Hand of Justice to give the chance of healing. And then we need to put Braum in over other people. We definitely want to... Okay, we can't quite fit in... We'd have to take out Aatrox if we want to do... what's it called? All the Dragon Slayers. So maybe not yet. Maybe we have to level up. Maybe we have to get a spatula off of Carousel, either Dragonsoul or another Mage Spat. And then we could transition our team properly. Okay, Asol's doing some good cleanup there. We want healing off of the Hand of Justice every time because we already have enough damage from the Rabadon's Death Cap, so it's really nice that we got that healing proc. Gets us the win there, that's a huge win. So essentially what the Dragonsoul buff does is it gives your whole team, or whoever has the buff, a lot of attack speed and a lot of ability power. So it's just a really useful buff because it gets people to deal a lot more damage, and they auto-attack a lot faster, which means that they ultimate faster. What do I want on this carousel? Probably the Titan's Resolve, but that got taken. If not, Warmog Swain is incredible, so hopefully no one takes that. And nice, we're able to get it. So Warmogs after Mage Cap is probably the best item on Swain, because he just loves health, and Warmogs gives the most health, so we just drop that on him. And yeah, we're going to have a blast after that. So I'm actually going to make the executive decision to take out 5 mages, drop down to 4 mages to put in 6 Dragonsoul, because I think it's just that important. And I don't think we're playing Pike anymore. The next guy we're going to replace is the Aatrox, most likely. Even though he's a very good unit. Or we could replace Ornn once the game is heading towards the end and we can't get another item from him. Because in terms of fighting stats, Ornn just isn't that useful, whereas Aatrox is very, very good. Are we able to kill this guy? This is the Fortune guy. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. All right, we knock him out there. That's really nice because he probably can get the biggest late game cap because he has like a bunch of Thieves Gloves, a bunch of Force of Nature, so he can get like double 6 synergies or like some 9 synergies or something like that. So it's really scary. We definitely needed him to get out there. Oh no, dude! If we that item's so good on Swain, but he's already full item. It's not that Quicksilver is bad. It's not that Warmogs is bad. It's just that item's just incredible on him. It's a little depressing though, you know. But I think at this point we just level up, get to level 9, throw in the extra Lulu for 5 mage, and then I think that's our team. Because Aatrox is just so useful. It feels really weird just selling him off. But if I am unable to make it to 9, such as taking a huge loss here, I might just have to sell the Aatrox to put in 5 mages if I need the damage. That's another thing. Like, do I even need the damage? That's something you have to ask as well. Because if Asol's one-shotting everything already, like, you really need him to have the extra AP from mage. I guess the mage helps Swain get tankier though, so it still has some uses even without the Asol. Oh, there's another brand. I just realized we have brand 1. So we got a Bramble Vest off of the neutral round, and we got we got a Nico. So that's an easy Swain Nico. We got so many Swain items though, because we have QSS, we have Warmogs, we have Mage Cap, we have Anima Visage, we have Thornmail. I guess we just have a super tanky Braum, you know? Sometimes life is just like that. All right, this guy, he's looking a little strong. He does have a Dragon Claw. Actually, his Samira's only level 1, so I think we're able to... Oh, it's looking a little close. Asol's gonna clean, though. Oh, that Dragon Claw is really ironic how Dragon Claw counters Dragon Soul. I guess I never thought about that till now because Asol is just completely useless against that. I guess I want something like an Ionic Spark because that'd be pretty useful. But yeah, we're probably going to go 9 because we're not losing by that much. Okay, Trinity Force, who gets this? Like, there's just no good users for these Ornn items. It's actually really funny because, 1, we have too many Ornn items, and 2, both our carries are already capped, and we have no support items. So, even though Trinity Force is the best item, like, a support item actually would be useful, like Randuin's Omen here, because we could put it on some of the other people. But yeah, I dropped the Dragon Souls for now. Put in Samira. Maybe we could throw them back later, but I think right now we could just transition to an all-legendary board, just because... like, we have so many items for them and no support items, so they're not really giving us too much of an option here. But like, as you guys saw before, like the 6 Dragon Soul were completely dominating for so long, and like we were beating the huge fortune, like the 10 fortune payout guy. Like, and even though like some people might be like, oh, you have like a ton of Ornn items, that's why you're winning, but like they weren't on any of our carries. Like Swain and Asol were just using like regular items, which is kind of a waste of the Ornn in my opinion, because we just had a super tanky Ornn, but Ornn really doesn't do that much. Did this match end in a tie? Yeah, we just can't kill any of these Dragon Claws, so I think we want an Ionic Spark on the carousel just based off of that. We want to level up here. Not really too sure. Samira isn't really doing too much, I'm gonna be honest with you. We could try out 7 mages, I guess. Like, who's gonna use these items though? Like, it's just no one. Alright, so we were able to win out the last round. Do we want the Zephyr? Yeah, probably, but he took it. There's a RFC, there's like... do we have any extra items? We have a belt. Ah, man, nothing here is good. I guess we go for the IE. We could put it on Olaf, maybe? I don't even know, but we have like a Trinity Force Rage Blade Vagar right now. It definitely wasn't IE. I probably should have taken like... I don't even know. Like, all those items kind of suck, but alright, let's roll down again. See what we hit. Yeah, Morgana's good for Swain. And I guess that's our team. We're running a 1-star TF for some reason. Alright, so Runon's on the Ornn. Like, we just never hit Olaf 2. So it's just really awkward. We had like Olaf 1, Shyvana 1. So we just couldn't play them. But if I had them, I definitely would play them because we had pretty good items for them. But Swain should just be able to carry because he is 7 mages. And if he doesn't, there's just no point in playing him. And obviously he's a really good champion. So yeah, we're going to win that one out. I don't even know why Olaf was so hard to hit. Like, did we skip any Olafs? I might have to go back into the VOD and try to see. I mean, there's an Olaf there, but like we needed him way longer ago. Maybe we could have played Set because Zonia's is really good. Who even gets this Zonia's? Maybe Morgana. It's actually really good on her. We're just looking for Lulu though. If we have TF1 versus Annie1, I think the TF is better because he's ranged. We don't really need any more frontline from the Annie. Alright, so this guy is going Kale. I think we beat this because I don't think he has enough damage to kill the Swain, even with the Rage Blade. And Asol's a good counter to Kale without any defensive items because she'll just look at this one shot. Such a good counter, holy cow. And I guess that's a game. So I know we ended up with mages at the end, but I really did try to go the 6 Dragon Soul, and it carried us all throughout stage 5, and we really only swapped to 7 mages at the very end when we couldn't hit Olaf 2 or Shyvana 2 when we had, frankly, amazing items for them. So definitely would have had a really high cap with Dragon Soul in this comp at the end game as well, if we hit Olaf 2 and if we hit Shyvana 2 to put all the items on them. Ideally, you have like Shyvana 3 as well. I have some other games where I do that, which I'll probably show you later in my like how I got to Challenger video. So definitely look out for that, and I will see you guys later.